Hello, and welcome to Feel Free to Disagree. It's your host, with the most, the man with the plan. My name's not Stan, JC Daly. Today we're going to be talking about abortion. Well, abortion is a very extensive topic and something I'm very passionate about, so I'm going to be covering abortion in multiple episodes. Episode 1, aka this episode, I'm going to be giving my rather passionate opinion regarding abortion. Episode 2, I'm going to be covering more of the legal aspect of abortion. And episode 3, we're going to be covering the more medical side, i.e., is a fetus a human baby or just a lump of cells? Anyway, where was I? Episode 1. I am so excited to talk about abortion. I know what you're thinking. Why does this guy get excited to talk about abortion? It's because, as a lot of you probably know, President Trump is going to have the opportunity to nominate a judge that will most likely be pushed through and succeed Kennedy in the Supreme Court, Justice Kennedy. So, with that being said, that'll give us a more heavily conservative Supreme Court that could potentially overturn Roe v. Wade. And yes, that is possible. Precedent and stare decisis don't decide everything. So, Roe v. Wade. What's going to happen if that does happen and Roe v. Wade is overturned? Well, contrary to popular belief, that means that abortion will only go to the states. Abortion is not going to be illegal all over the place just because Roe v. Wade got overturned. Roe v. Wade just gave women the right everywhere to abort their babies within the first trimester. Having said that, if Roe v. Wade is overturned, it simply goes back to the states just as it was prior to Roe v. Wade. So, all you pro-choicers out there, don't freak out. You can still kill your babies. It just might be a little more inconvenient for those who are located, say, Austin, Texas. But seeing that it would make it more inconvenient for you because you would likely have to travel somewhere like California to do it, I think that's a rather fitting punishment considering 98% of abortions are done because it is inconvenient for the mother or the family who are in the circumstance. So, I think it's a rather fitting punishment, so let's hope Roe v. Wade gets overturned. Now, moving on. There are those people who will say, oh, you crusty conservatives, you don't really care about kids. You care about them before they're born, but once they're born, you couldn't care less, alluding to the fact that most conservatives are generally against welfare and other government subsidies for those with less money and for kids, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Well, to quote a wise man, J. Cole, listen good to my reply. You don't get to commit the intentional act that created the child, aka sex, and then lecture me after I object to you killing it, and then lecture me that I'm a bad person because I am objecting to you killing your child and then not paying for your child. Don't think that needs any more explanation. Moving on. People, if you don't want a child, don't have sex. People say it's not that simple. Well, it's that. Now lastly, regardless of what happens in the next year or two, I don't see abortion going away anytime soon. But based on what we're learning scientifically speaking and as technology progresses, I think we're going to learn soon within the next 50 to 100 years that abortion is really killing a separate human being. And people in the future are going to look back at this time as a dark period that was inherently evil and that we as a society sat stagnant and indifferent as we watched the murder of close to 1 million kids every year.
Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing they wishing.
Much more to come. Please like and share us, and tell your friends, like our page, follow us, and share our videos. Thanks for watching, and as always, feel free to disagree. Goodbye.